emotions. They do have their emotions, other than that, there's no science.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
there needs to be a science behind there. So, for me, creating a business success and like um, creating impact, it's how, you know, it's about like driving the results behind the business. It's about driving, um, it's about driving like how I can create an impact in the day to day of my life, day to day of the partners I'm working with, day to day of the businesses I'm working with. So if I'm able to do that day to day, small small impact and small small changes with the technologies I can bring on board, with the knowledge I can bring on board, then I think that that is something which it will be creating a lasting impact in my head.
That's amazing. So basically, you're saying, I can't just, well, I guess I can. I can't just, get a phone and start taking pictures and start posting stuff on YouTube, TikTok, and start calling myself influencer. I guess I can, but what you're saying, there's got to be a lot more data to it to be able to, really, grow that space to be a full professional influencer. It's not just, posting pictures on TikTok, acquiring followers. There is a lot more science involved in it to really scale that side of business. Is that right?
Yes, and to add into this is I'm talking more from the brand's perspective.
Mm.
So if a brand has to actually partner with an influencer to drive their sales,
Mm.
then that brand needs to really think what kind of influencer they need to engage with.
I see.
And that science is yet not figured out in any of the platforms I have come across. Maybe there is, maybe I haven't come across that because there are hundreds out there. But what I can see is nobody is matching who is in your audience versus who I need to target, first thing. And second thing, nobody is telling me what should I really pay Collins Mayanki, for example, to
Yes.
actually boost my brand. So nobody is telling me that I can offer you $1,000, I can offer you $100. Why should I offer you $100 or $1,000? That I don't know. Just because you have 4,000 followers, that doesn't really make sense for me to like just offer you something. It's around that science. So
Amazing.
I'm talking more from the brand perspective. That's where I'm seeing the problem right now, and that's where I want to make an impact. And I hope that small small impact can lead to a bigger impact in the future.
Amazing. So basically, this also involved a lot of education as well, educating the organization, educating the brands. It's not just you putting your proposal across, but letting them know as a business what sort of a step and approach they could take for them to get the most of the investment they're going to put out there and to increase the return on ROI, right? So there's a lot of educational approach that's taken through as part of this whole process. That's quite interesting to hear that, this obviously segue to my next question in terms of your how's all this your leadership skill approach over the years and mindsets contributed to the growth you're having, because you're also talking about you're based in Melbourne, you're at the same time you're in Dubai, and you're trying to create a whole market there. Who knows, maybe next time we invite you to the show again, you'll be saying you're in the US. Like, how has your leadership skill evolved over the years, your mindset evolved, and how has that contributed towards your growth? Because it's quite bold for someone to leave a country that no one understands, because there's a lot of market for the style of business you're offering in Australia. But you go, you know what? I don't want to be stuck to just Australia market. I want to go global. How has your mindset shifted over the years for you to start thinking like this?
I think one of the major things over there was I was very hands-on early on. I wanted to be involved in everything, every little detail which I was involved. Over time, I realized that while execution is critical, true leadership is about trust and scalability. So I really need to trust whoever I am employing, and so I have shifted from being like completely purely execution focused to balancing vision with execution. So whether like for my own brands or for whether for my brands I work with. So like for my own brand, I've been expanding internationally, and I'm doing it for the
that's amazing. Just a random question. Like, do you that's obviously got to do with mindset as well. Do you do any kind of affirmation? Is there any kind of daily rituals that you do? Is there any kind of habits, specific habits that you do that is quite unique to you? Like, what do you do to keep that mind sharp? Like, what do you do to keep you in that positive state? Because you sound like a very positive human being with a some sort of bright approach towards life in the future. It seems like you've got a plan, you've got a strategy, you're heading solo somewhere. What keeps you driven? What are the rituals?
I think few of the rituals is one is that I do not let go of any day without 1 hour of exercise. Could be anything.
Exercise.
I do even yoga or I actually for a long minutes. So either of those two, I really do it every day, every morning. Um, no excuses
Every
whatsoever.
day, every morning, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. And it's not for the physical health actually, it's not for the physical, it's for the mental peace. In that 1 hour, I'm not thinking about anything else.
So you're saying
I'm
even
just,
if you wake up, you're not feeling too good, you still do it?
yes, I still do it. I
Okay,
still go.
love it.
See, yoga is a good one because you know you don't need to put a lot of pressure on yourself. You can take it slow as well. So that has been coming handy on the days I do not feel so well. But definitely, I follow it very rigorously, and that has helped me. I've been recommending that to anyone who has been asking me for advice as well. That one should really engage in something, whatever they like, for 1 hour, only for themselves. That's the end of it. And if it is physical activity, I think that's where you will shine for sure. And the other thing which I do to actually really as a ritual as well is talk to my at yoga every day because I feel like life is short and they never wish back for me. They always wish good things for me, so I talk to them every day too. Even if I'm having a bad day, having a chat with them and just telling them about my feelings and listening about their day and what happened, what bad things happened to them, just give me really the strength to keep on moving forward.
That's amazing. So based on what I gathered from these guys, according to what Neighbor is saying, is have a routine. I say this a lot. Have a routine. It doesn't really matter how big the routine is. It doesn't really matter how small it is. If it's just as simple as, okay, I will wake up every day at 7 a.m. Do it. Stick to it and do it Monday to Sunday. Not once a week or no. Have a routine. Okay, I wake up. Okay, I would make my bed. Do it, and you do it religiously every single day. I asked Neighbor, does she do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? She said yes. And this is the common words I hear from successful business owners. Like, they have some sort of thing that they do non-fail every day. It's either going to the gym, it's either going swimming, it's either going cycling, it's either meditating, whatever works for you. It's amazing. It's so great to hear that come from you as well. And also, by the sound of what you also say, you've also got a support network around you, a support network group of people that you can go to get inner peace, that you can talk to as well. We all need that all around us. People that can speak life into us, people that can speak positivity into us, right? Because sometimes, let's face it, we're all human. You get those poopy days that you're not feeling 100%. Like, and just having someone that you can go to and that you can leverage off and talk to, that can breathe life into you as well, just gives you that extra boost that you need for the day. So no, this is amazing. This leads me to the next question. Listen to you speak, I can tell you probably would have had mentors in the past. Like, who are the main influences, mentors you've had in your career? And now that you're a leader yourself, how are you mentoring the next generation leaders to come after you?
Absolutely. Mentors play a very big role in driving success, and I have been really fortunate to have some incredible mentors around me too. One of my biggest mentors is my business partner, Ankit Gupta. He has been instrumental in helping me navigate, the technical complexities of business, as well as like from strategy to execution, and like every day-to-day challenge. He is always there Beyond that, I have been really grateful to have some great women mentors as well. So, for example, there's Casey Heathcote. She was actually a very standout. She she mastered the art of balancing kindness with business acumen. That is something I haven't really seen with many people. I don't think I have seen anyone